going on, everyone? This is Dustin coming at you from Empire Vape Shop with another video, and today we are going to be talking about Smok's newest tank, the TFV8. This guy is pretty obnoxious. Many reviewers have said it before, tanks have come a long ways, and there are very many of them on the market that are doing bigger coils, bigger airflow. This one is definitely for the cloud chaser, so to speak. This thing has got a ton of airflow. It's got massive beefy coils, and it's got super high wattage rating. So for any of you guys that like to vape at high wattages with tons of airflow, this is certainly a good tank to look at. I've been enjoying it for the last couple of weeks now, and it's kind of my go-to tank because I prefer a warmer vape, and I like to drip most of the time. But if I'm going in the car, if I'm running somewhere real quick, it's just easy to grab, and I've still got gives me a pretty similar experience to a dripper, and it's a nice tank in that respect. It comes with a rebuildable deck that's absolutely massive. I've not seen a rebuildable deck that comes with a clearomizer or a tank, a sub-ohm tank, that's actually this large. So it's super beefy. It's a two-close design. I'll show you guys in the close-ups, and it has a huge wideboard drip tip, which I like. I like wideboard drip tips on it. It's got like 13 millimeters. It's practically a chuff. It's pretty massive. So it's got a lot of great features, and we'll dive down up close and take a look at it. Okay, so here we are up close with the Smok TFV8, the Cloud Beast. The marketing for this is funny. You've got a volcano on the box and a bunch of very extreme turbine, turbo, super power. Oh, actually no, they're hyper engines. Sorry. So these are the coil heads that go with the TFV8. They've got listed on the side. They have put on there the V8 T8, the V8 Q4, and the V8 RBA. That is what is included in the regular kit, and then there is also a V8 T6 that you can purchase separately, and it's just a triple coil. But on the back of the box, they've got everything that's included in the kit, instructions, introduction, and they're just talking about the coil heads and everything. So that is the packaging. We'll set that aside. This pretty little box, you see Smok. And I think, is there an authenticity check on this? Yes, there is. On the side of the box, they do have an authenticity check. And inside, you have your Cloud Beast, TFV8. It is an awesome tank. I'm just making fun of the advertising. And then I'm going to set the tank aside for a second. And underneath all of this foam that I cannot get out, you have all kinds of goodies. You have a warranty card, a user manual, some cotton for the rebuildable section, some orange O-rings. Oh, it comes with orange O-rings. So some replacement orange O-rings and an extra top fill insulator. There is a chimney O-ring in here as well. I've seen on the original TFV4, I've seen those strip out quite often. I'll show you in a minute where it goes, but it's just a replacement for that. And then you have some replacement grub screws for the RBA section. And finally in there is a 510 adapter. If you don't like the super wide bore drip tip, you can use your standard 510 drip tips in that. However, I do want to mention while I'm talking about that I have seen a couple of drip tips go in this and be fairly loose, so I don't want to say that this fits everything perfectly, but it will fit most of your standard 510 drip tips. You also have a couple of vape bands. The original TFV4 came with a couple. These are scaled down. They're about half the size. One of them says Cloud Beast, Smok Cloud Beast, and I think the other one says, what is that? Keep on vaping. So cool. That's cool. You get a couple of vape bands in there to protect your glass, and a Allen key for the RBA section. Spare glass. This one is actually broken. This is mine, and I broke it because that's what I do. I do that stuff. But you do have a spare glass piece. The coil that's installed in the tank right now is the Q4, so it's a quad coil. It's got more airflow. I prefer that one. But this is the V8 T8, so it's got 4 vertical coils in there. They rate this coil head from 50 to 260 watts, so that's pretty ridiculous. This is one of the most sizable coils I've ever seen. And they actually do give you a best rating on here, so it's best to vape this between 120 and 180, but it will go up to 260 watts if you want it to. I saw another review. I watched a guy vaping this at 300 watts. I'm not even going to do that for you guys. Just, you know, it can be done. Super hot vape, not really enjoyable at that point in my opinion, but it can do it. And these are 0.15 ohm coils as well. And then you've got some pretty large, pretty healthy wicking slots around the outside, and then the airflow, the base of this is absolutely wide open. You can see the bottom of those coils in there, so there's no restriction other than the coils themselves whatsoever. And then over here, so you have the rebuildable section. Again, huge airflow from the bottom. You've got giant wicking slots on the side. You have 2 of them, and this just threads off. And now we have access to our deck and the build. It actually comes pre-built kind of impressively. There's a fused Clapton build in here. It looks like seven wraps. And I think on the box, I think it actually tells you what the pre-built resistance is. I think it's 0.28 is what they've built this to out of the box. I did try one of them out, and you can vape it at fairly high wattage as it is. This is one of the most airy RBA sections for a tank that I've ever seen. This has a ton of airflow for a rebuildable section on the tank. I was really impressed with it. I have not used this a lot. I plan to though in the future. It's got a 2-post velocity style deck with I think they're 2mm holes, so they're obviously, you know, this is a fused Clapton build, so they're large enough for you know, your regular builds, your Clapton builds, your fused builds, etc. They're fairly accommodating. So now that's everything that's in the box. They include quite a lot of fun stuff and goodies. So now here we are with the TFV8 itself. Up the top, you have this super, I think this is about 13mm on the inner bore, and tapers down to about 7 on the inside. So that's your wide bore drip tip. It has a very similar filling feature to the TFV4. You just find this slot, push it to the side, and then right there you see that you have your filling hole, which they did increase the size of this over the TFV4, which was great because it was kind of a pain in the ass to get a dropper down in the TFV4. In this one, it is not so difficult to do. You fill it up, close that off, and you're good to go. Down here you have your adjustable airflow. I kind of wish this clicked into place or had a stopper on one side. It doesn't, it just freely spins. But at the same time, I'm being bitchy too because mine doesn't really move on me, so I guess it's fine. But I kind of like clicky airflows, so that's a personal preference thing. But they claim that it's got about 18% more airflow than the original TFV4. I don't know how to measure the percentage of airflow because I'm not a scientist, but I can tell you that it is more airy than the original TFV4. It's very healthy. Standard 510 connector on the bottom, and it's about 24.5mm at the base, and then it gets a little bit larger as you go up to about 25.5mm around the outer glass in the top of the tank. What's up, guys? And we are back. That was a close-up look at the TFV8 sub-ohm tank by Smok. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop a comment down in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Empire Vape Shop on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well at Empire Vape Shop, and keep it cloudy.